Hello again. So you've talked to your lender, you're now pre-approved. What's the next step? Well, the next step is now you have to look for houses. Where do you start? I always recommend start online where everybody else is looking or wherever you're most comfortable looking, whether it's on your real estate agent's website, whether it's remax.com, realtor.com, any of the websites, look where you're most comfortable. But don't click on any property and say you want more information, because when you do that, a ton of different agents are going to reach out to you because they're all going to try and earn your business. And you've already selected the agent you're working with. So the best thing to do is send that address to your agent and say, hey, I like this property online. What do you think? Can we see it? But where do you look? What do you look for? All of that is personal preference. So you have to decide where you want to look. What area? Do you need to be near certain schools? Do you want to be within a certain commute to work? Do you want to be near transportation? Think about all the must-haves that you want and make a list. And then have the other decision maker in this process make their own list of all of their must-haves. And let's see, match them up. What do you both have on your list? What must you have? What can you both live without? Because no home is ever going to be 100% perfect and check off 100% of the boxes that you have. You want to find a home that checks off the majority of the boxes, the home that you feel most comfortable in, a home that you can see yourself living in and growing in and staying in for a while, because this is a long-term investment. It's not just a one-year rental. You don't want to have to do this over and over and over again. Maybe you want this home, your starter home, your first home, to be your forever home. Or maybe you just want it for 5 years or 7 years to get started, and then 5, 10 years down the road, you'll have more income, you'll have more assets, you can afford something else. So you have to decide what is most important to you now. Make sure you communicate that to your agent. And it's, not just your specifics of the number of bedrooms and bathrooms and whether you have to have gas cooking or not, whether it has to have a yard or has to have a garage. Those are all important. But it's also the other things. How do you want to live in the house? Do you have a hobby? So maybe you need space to do your hobby, or maybe you love entertaining. So you need to have a large kitchen for cooking and entertaining and family events and friend events. So think about all the ways you want to use your home, what you really want, and communicate that to your agent so that I can help you look, or they can help you look and search for the right home. But remember, it's not going to be perfect. So maybe you're looking in a very small area. You might have to go outside. You might have to go into a little larger area to find what you're looking for, what you really want. But do that with your agent, because that is what they're there for, to help you define what you're looking for and do the search. Once you find homes, your agent is going to schedule appointments for you. You're going to go see the homes. Make sure you actually look at everything. Open the closet doors, open the cabinets, flush toilets, turn water on, test some things. If you really like it, can you envision yourself there? Listen to what your gut tells you, because your gut is going to tell you, does it feel good or doesn't it feel good? There are certain things you can't change. You can't change the location of the house. You have to know when you go in, oh, I can see myself living here, or nope, this doesn't work. You might look at one house, you might look at 10 houses, you might look at 50 houses. It's a huge financial decision, so you need to make sure that it's the right one for you, for everybody that's involved. What else should we talk about? New construction. Maybe you want to buy new construction. It's a little bit different of a process. And if that is something you want to do, make sure you talk with your agent about it. The important thing to know is when you buy new construction, there's a lot of important things. When you buy new construction, your agent has to be with you the very first time you go to look at the model home. You can't go look at the model home, sign in with them, and then tell your agent later you really liked it, you want to buy it. Because at that point, the builder typically will not honor your agent as yours, and they won't pay the compensation. And you do want your agent to help you through the process. So make sure that they're involved, that they are with you. Because new construction has some great opportunities, as do the resales. It really just depends. What are you looking for? What do you really want? It's all worth exploring. Ask your agent or ask me.